You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Punch that like button. And as always, thank you guys and gals for watching our channel. Something we have covered extensively is former Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver, former Alabama Crimson Tide wide receiver, first-round draft pick Henry Ruggs. And, of course, he is charged with having gotten very drunk and viciously running down and killing a woman and her dog in a vehicle, a Toyota. And I don't want people to forget about this case. There was a time when this case, for about the first month after it happened, took over the NFL news cycle. And it, along with the John Gruden thing, was a lot of drama for the Raiders this year. And Mark Davis attended this young lady's funeral. Her name is Tina Tintor. And, Tina and her dog burned alive in that car. They could hear her dog and her screaming. And while the car was on fire, I don't want people to forget that when they think about Henry Ruggs and the repugnant act that he has committed here. I made a lot of videos on this, and I was pissed off during every one of them. I'm just letting you know. He can get upwards of 40 years, and I hope he gets all of it. I'm not even going to try to hide that fact. His blood alcohol level, twice the legal limit. And now we got this story coming out where his attorneys, and to me, in my opinion, this is just reeks of desperation on behalf of their client. But their attorneys are now trying to get his blood alcohol evidence thrown out of this case. I can tell you there were Las Vegas officials, because I believe we were the first on YouTube to do a video on this Henry Ruggs thing when the accident happened the very next morning. I think I made a video at 5 a.m. And the officials in Las Vegas, when I tell you they were livid that Henry Ruggs was on their Las Vegas city streets driving 156 miles an hour in his Corvette, drunk. One of their officials said, I've been working doing this for 40 years, long time. He said, I've never seen anybody driving this fast in a violation or in an accident. And they were pissed that Henry Ruggs did this. They're going to try to nail Henry Ruggs in this case. This is Outkick. Henry Ruggs' lawyer want criminally high blood alcohol evidence dropped in the fatal car crash case. The defense team for former Las Vegas Raiders wideout Henry Ruggs is making a case that their client's high blood alcohol concentration was not responsible for a fatal crash on November 2nd, 2021. Now, guys, on a side note, there was videos on YouTube of Henry Ruggs driving down residential streets with his girlfriend in the car in that very same Corvette, going way, way too fast down residential streets. I mean, some people were talking he was going 80, 90, 100 miles an hour, allegedly, down residential neighborhood streets. Think about that. Think about how irresponsible that is, how dangerous. A child runs out. Anything happens. And his girlfriend was scared in the car in those videos, by the way. Those videos have all been removed now, conveniently. I've seen them all. Ruggs' attorney, David Chesoff, and Richard Schronenfeld submitted a bid to exclude the blood alcohol evidence as part of the pending prosecution looming over the 23-year-old for his involvement in the fatal Las Vegas car crash. Ruggs' blood alcohol concentration was reported at twice the legal limit at 0.016% per Nevada law. Quote, true probable cause did not exist said Chesoff and Schronenfeld in a statement first submitted to the Las Vegas Justice of the Peace and Zimmerman on May 23rd, as noted by the AP. The mere fact of Ruggs' involvement in a fatal vehicle collision does not in itself give rise to probable cause to believe he was driving under the influence of alcohol. Okay. And there's the vet right there. Actually, let me click on this, because some of you may not have seen these pictures. There's the vet, and there's Tina Tintor's RAV4. Now, her and her dog burned alive in that vehicle right there. Right there. November 2nd. Around that time is when this happened. Ruggs, a 2020 first-round pick of Alabama, was speeding in his 2020 Chevrolet Corvette at 156 miles an hour, fatally collided with another driver near South Rainbow Boulevard, South Spring Valley Parkway in Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Metro Police Department report stated that 23-year-old Tina Tintor, her 2013 RAV Toyota 4, burst into flames after colliding with Ruggs, which initially sent both vehicles tumbling. Tintor was trapped inside the fiery car alongside her pet dog and died at the scene. Ruggs was taken to the hospital and later booked at the Clark County Detention Center, as reported by Outkick's Meg Turner. He is facing up to 40 years in prison and currently under house arrest. Quote, "This is a very tragic, sad day in the community," Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson, following the incident. This may be the guy that was furious about somebody driving in their city that fast and killing somebody. A woman lost her life. Another person perhaps lost his career, perhaps is going to prison. This is a very ugly day yesterday morning. He was, of course, released by the Raiders. Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders, did attend Tina Tintor's funeral, and I think that was a good look for Mark Davis. I think he should have. This was one of the worst acts I've ever seen committed involving somebody in sports. So they won his blood alcohol level. That evidence dropped. To me, it's crucial in this case, and I don't see any reason that this evidence is going to be dropped. It feels like a crucial component in all of this. He could get up to 40 years. This guy's never playing NFL football again. I mean, I truly don't believe it. And you're going to have possibly two trials going on at the same time that we're probably going to have to cover, and that's Henry Ruggs and Deshaun Watson at the same time. And Ruggs was just coming into his own as a wide receiver. He was starting to really flash as somebody that Derek was going to be Derek Carr's number one weapon, possibly. And his career's over. The worst part about this is Tina Tintor and her dog. I saw all of those videos, and there were a lot of videos when this happened. And one of the worst ones was Henry Ruggs' girlfriend screaming that Henry Ruggs needed help, even though he was upright, walking around, setting on a curve. He was upset, and she was asking a law enforcement officer, screaming at him, he needs help. And the law enforcement officer was kind of like, you could tell, he was like, lady, we're standing here and a woman's burning alive right now. I think that officer did all he could to not tell her, sit down and shut the fuck up, because this guy is not nearly as important as the woman burning alive right now that we cannot save. I mean, you could tell there was it was a complete lack of self-awareness by Henry Ruggs' girlfriend at the time. I couldn't believe it. I was like, do you not understand he just basically killed somebody? And they're suffering the worst possible death anybody could have. It was bad. It was a terrible look. A terrible look. I forgot about that. I wanted to make sure that was out there. Yeah. Tell me what you think, Black and White sports fans. Peace. I'm out till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.